The Season 2 February 13th patch just released, and I have all the working glitches that you guys can do right this second in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So if you appreciate details like that, please consider subscribing. You can do it down below, and if you hit the bell notification, you'll be notified as soon as these compilations come out, and I put them out as soon as patches come out, so you will be up to date on all the latest and greatest glitches. Lastly, at the bottom of the video, you're going to notice video chapters. This little cool YouTube feature allows you to scroll through my compilation videos and watch the glitches that you are interested in. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? Wesley here, and today I have the updated Tombstone glitch for you guys that actually allows you to duplicate items again and stash above the 10 item limit. Yes, you do not have to quit Modern Warfare Zombies anymore. I know a lot of people were mad about this glitch getting patched, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to bypass the new patch and how you can do it in Season 2. Now, there are a couple of key differences with this glitch, so I need you to pay attention closely. I will go through every single step for you guys in an ordered manner so that you don't have to have any questions, but if you do, make sure that you leave them down below. I try to answer my subscribers as soon as possible, so if you appreciate this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. So first and foremost, make sure that you have bad signal selected as your mission. That is a requirement for this glitch, so make sure that you go ahead and select that, as well as gather whatever items that you want to duplicate for this glitch. It's important to keep in mind that there are a couple of key differences to this glitch, and I'm going to be going through every single step for you guys so that you understand exactly what to do. And number one, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you destroy your existing tombstone. All right, at the beginning of each game, you need to start fresh. Now, you can buy tombstone before you actually destroy your existing tombstone. Don't worry about the order as far as those two steps go, but again, I would just suggest go ahead and destroy your existing tombstone and grab whatever items that you have within it, and then you want to go ahead and make your way over to the tombstone perk. Now, if you don't have enough essence to buy tombstone at the beginning of the game, or you don't have the schematic available to craft and just bring it straight into the game, make sure that you go and do a tier 1 or tier 2 contract. You can do the cargo extract mission or the delivery mission, and that will give you the essence needed. Then what you want to do is actually make your way over to bad signal. Now, you can actually do this glitch with your friends, but at this point in the glitch, you're going to need to leave your squad. Now, if you're on PC, you can hold the Alt key and then you can hover over leave squad and select it there. And I believe on console, you can hit up on the D-pad and select leave squad from there. Make sure that you have left the squad when you do this. However, I don't believe that you actually necessarily need to, but you all need to agree to go into bad signal. Someone can correct me down below if you want, but I would highly suggest, again, you just leave squad is way easier, and you can follow step by step exactly what I'm about to do here. Now, once you've made your way over to the bad signal portal, what I want you to do is go ahead and activate it. Now, you may need a couple of decoy grenades to actually do this. Also, make sure that you obviously have all of the items and essence in which that you want to save. At this point, whatever you have in your inventory is what you're going to have next game. So go ahead and activate the bad signal portal, and what you're going to want to do is immediately jump into the water. Now, while you're sitting in the water, watch your breath meter here on the left. This is very, very important to this glitch. You don't have to get the timing exactly right, but just do it whenever I do it here. You'll notice I actually turn red on the left. I immediately open up my menu and I accept the vote. So since I'm alone, it will immediately trigger the countdown, and by around the 2 or 1 second mark, you'll see I will die here. Now, once the portal comes up, at this point you can leave like other people have done in past glitches for console. You can actually leave on this portal screen. However, if you're on PC, you want to make sure that you close on the black screen, and you'll actually see that as a demonstration here. You actually wait through the portal animation, and then right about here, as soon as you see that little loading symbol at the bottom right, you can immediately hit Alt F4, and that will actually close your game and send you back to your desktop. Alright, so once you have completed the steps, make sure that you go ahead and boot back up your game. Now, here's where the last couple of steps to this glitch will be performed. Now, you're going to notice here you have all of the items in which you had in the game just now. That is a great sign that you did this glitch correctly. Now you can store all of those items into your acquisition stash just like before, bypassing your limit. However, if you have any trouble with this, make sure that you go and watch my acquisition stash glitch video. It helped a ton of people out and will give you the ability to actually bypass that limit if you're having trouble. That will also be included in the compilation coming up, as well as this glitch. So once you've actually stashed those items, make your way back into your next game, and just know two things here, and these are the last two tips that I would give you guys before I send you off. Number one, make sure that you repeat these steps at the start of every game. That is a requirement. You need to destroy your existing tombstone, you need to buy tombstone and go over to the bad signal portal and do the whole water method with drowning and going through the portal at the same time, all that jazz. All right, but you can see here I actually go back to where my tombstone is located and I have all of these same items. Now this time I actually had a smaller rucksack, and you need to keep that in mind, all right, because you will lose your rucksack at the beginning of each game because it does count you as dying. So for the acquisition stash glitch. Now I posted this video a couple of days ago, but newly discovered information will help you guys a ton. So if you appreciate videos being on time as well as helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button. I post compilations of all the latest and greatest glitches, and I also post them as soon as they come out or get updated, so make sure that you do that below. So let's get into what this actual glitch is. So you'll actually see here, I have a bunch of rare items in my stash, probably the best stash that you can have in my opinion. And what you're gonna see here is I have 37 items out of 10 in my acquisition stash. Now you're probably asking yourself, okay, how can he store all of these items right here, but I can't? I have, say, 25 items in my acquisition stash, and this guy's able to store it. And there's a reason for that. So I noticed that there were some people who reported that it doesn't work and all these other things, but the reality of it is that certain items will count and other items will not. I'm going to show you guys exactly what the answer is in a second. So what I want you to do, if you actually want to understand this glitch, is go ahead and craft a few items and store them in your acquisition stash, or you can keep them in your rucksack for now, and I'm going to demonstrate exactly what's going on and what you need to do to fix it. So let's go ahead and craft 3 items here for myself until I hit this acquisition stash limit. And you can see this happened after I stored items from my schematics crafting. So think of it as a different type of item. All right, so if you get items legitimately, let's say not from a tombstone, which I will explain in a second, those items will count towards your limit. So you can see I have all of these rare items from the tombstone glitch. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and go extract. Now if you want to know how to do the Tombstone Duplication glitch, make sure you click it at the top right or in the description down below. That video will show you how to get items that legitimately will always store in your acquisition stash, guaranteed. But here I am with 40 items in my acquisition stash, so let's get into this. Now what I want you to do is take whatever those schematic crafted items that you have, or just items that you know you did not get from Tombstone, and you're going to destroy those acquisitions. Now you need to be careful here if you're on PC, because if you don't hover directly over and go around all the other items with your mouse cursor, then you're going to accidentally select a ray gun or something like that. So don't do it too quick, just be careful. But you can see here I have Deadshot Daiquiri. I'm going to go ahead and destroy that acquisition. Right now when I go back to the crystal, I can now store it. Remember, before I could not store it. You can go back in the video and verify that. I still have 40 items in my acquisition stash and I'm able to store things. So let me explain exactly what's going on. Items from Tombstone, right? When you exit and you close the game does keep your items in your rucksack, right? And also keeps your tombstone. But when you're closing the game doesn't register it as actually being extracted, right? So those items are now glitched. You can store anything from the Tombstone Duplication glitch. You cannot store legitimately crafted or extracted items. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying is if you craft anything from your schematics, don't store it. You need to use those. Take them into the game. Otherwise you are counting towards a imaginary number of 10, right? Think of it this way. If you have 10 legitimate items in your acquisition stash, then you can't store any more items. But let's say you have 9 and then forever you only store Tombstone items, you can still store more and more and more. Now at this point, if you don't understand what's going on, please make sure that you leave a question down below. This is the best explanation that I can give. This works 100% of the time. You don't need to do any of the previous methods. All you need to do is make sure that you only have illegitimate or tombstone items in your stash. Those should now count toward. Unlimited ammo glitch was just discovered in Modern Warfare Zombies, and this is going to allow you guys to do in-game content such as Red Worm or the Dark Ether extremely easy. Now there are a few key details that you need to know to not mess up this glitch for the entirety of your game, because if you do mess it up, you're going to have to leave and come back. But I will go through every single step with you guys today, so let's get into some of the requirements for this glitch now. So you may notice that I have a weapon equipped here as well as 2 Wonder Weapon cases. However, for all intents and purposes, the Wonder Waff case you can ignore. So for this glitch, we're going to utilize the Scorcher case. Now you need to take note which slot in your inventory slots it is. So in my case, it's the 2nd slot. And then you also want to make sure that whatever weapon you want unlimited ammo for is in your 1st weapon slot. So go ahead and use the Scorcher case so it's in your 2nd slot, and then switch to your 1st gun and just empty out about half the clip. Now, what you want to make sure is once you have about half that clip left, you're going to pull back up your inventory screen and you're actually going to drop that 1st weapon that's in your weapon slot 1. Now, once you've dropped it, you want to go ahead and pick it back up and then immediately open up your inventory screen and simply hover over the slot in which your Scorcher case was in. And what you'll notice is at the bottom right of your screen, your ammo will actually start to regenerate. Now, it's a little bit slow, so I would highly suggest that you do this either with Wonder Weapons, right? Like an upgraded ray gun has a bunch of ammo in it, or alternatively, you can do the Wonder Waff, but you can also do this with DMRs and those weapons that have, 20 to 30 bullets, but they are very, very powerful. I find that the assault rifle is nice, but this regenerates a little bit slow, as you can tell. So it's very easy to get to the bottom of your ammo. And if you let it get to 0, or in my case 60, which is a full clip, then the glitch will stop working. Now you can obviously redo the glitch by doing the drop portion of the glitch. You can scroll back in this video and repeat those steps. But one thing that you absolutely cannot do is you cannot use the Scorcher. As soon as you use the Scorcher, either by shooting or launching yourself up in the air, you will lose the ability to do this glitch. So make sure that you're careful with that. Just literally leave it in your weapon slot 2 and continue on with your game. Awesome God mode glitch for you guys that allows you to kill bounties. You can use the Outlast contract with this. You can use the Spore contract with this. This is one of the best God modes that I've seen so far, and you can get in and out of it. So where this glitch is located is in one of the courtyards within the tier 3 zone, and you actually have a lot of movement in here. It's really nice, and there's multiple doors that you can actually shoot and get the zombies to actually come all the way up to you. You can also loot very easily from zombies, so let's get into this. So the only requirement to this glitch is the Scorcher. That is all you're going to need, and it's actually located in this spot in tier 3. So step 1 is to travel to this location. So once you've made it to this location, watch where I go. I go into this corner over here within this courtyard, and step 2 is you want to charge your Scorcher and walk forward into the corner. Now glitches like these are very easy to do, so even though that happened quickly, don't worry, you'll get it first try. It's very easy. Call of Duty is known to have assets or game objects, if you will, that are not solid, and that's why this glitch works. Is there's a piece towards the ceiling that is not solid, and you can kind of slip through into the walls. Now you want to be careful if you use a ray gun in this spot, because you can down yourself, but I suggest going all the way down, and you'll see it. I kind of walk down that hallway. That's where I was over there when I first got into the glitch, and just follow the wall. Make sure you don't go too far out. You can actually fall under the mount, but you can shoot that door, kill zombies, pick up ammo. You never actually have to leave this glitch. You can grab whatever weapon you want to level up and get those camos, right? And then just come into this glitch over and over again. And it's very simple to get out. You can see here, all you do is charge your Scorcher back at that same location, and you can shoot yourself right outside of the glitch. So when you do bounties and things like that, right? Guys, today we have an unlimited XP glitch that is very easy to do, and it will help you get all of your Borealis camo challenges done. Now you can sit in this XP glitch and just be AFK if you want, and only click one button every few minutes. I'm going to show you guys the absolute optimal way of doing this glitch and why it is so important that you do this before they patch it. Now this is located in the tier 3 zone, so make sure that you gear up, and let's go over some of the requirements to this glitch. Alright, so number one, we are in the tier 3 zone, and what you're going to need is either a Spore Control contract or an Outlast contract, and I highly suggest that you go with the Outlast contract, which we will go through in a minute. But make sure that you have whatever weapons that you want to level up, as well as the gear that you need. You will be able to pick up ammo from the zombies in this glitch, so don't worry about that. As long as you have the guns that you would like to level up, you are good to go. Now, the only other thing that I suggest is that you grab a dog bone if you want to do the AFK. So again, the AFK version of this glitch definitely requires a dog. However, if you don't want to do the AFK glitch and you want to get all your camo challenges, you do not need a dog bone. You just need an upgraded weapon. Whether you do the duplication glitch, which I'll include in the description below, for money, and you just simply upgrade your weapons immediately and head to the red zone, you can get all your camo challenges that way. But it is located in the courtyard as shown here. You can see my green dot in the middle of the screen, so make sure you go there. This is the only location in which you can do it, and what you're going to want to look for is an excavator on the edge of the building. And I'm going to show you in a second what you need to do to get this to work properly, because there is a little bit of canceling contracts and a little bit of trickery that you may need to go through. So let's go through that now on how to actually do this glitch. Alright, so you want to make sure that you have a tier 3 Outlast contract, like I said, and you want to make sure that you are at the larger courtyard. You'll notice that this courtyard right here is not the one that you need. I'm telling you, this location is not what you want. If you get the Outlast contract and it gets pointed there, what you want to do is pull up your map and then hold whatever button is at the top right to cancel the contract, like I just did. And what's going to happen is momentarily there should be a separate contract that shows up on the map. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is the exact place that it always shows up, but you can notice the excavator below me. This is the correct courtyard. You've already seen it on screen, but I will show it again. And so where you're going is to grab this Outlast contract that's nearby, and it will pop up in that building in the correct larger courtyard. So once you get over to the Outlast contract, you want to quickly activate the PND device and then run up to this doorway at the top of the boxes right behind it. And what you're going to do is step in and out until you get above 15%. And the reasoning behind that is simply that it limits zombie spawns up until then. So once you get that up to a little bit over 15, run it up there and then step out and let it run to 0. Now, once it's ran out, what you want to do is hold to cancel the contract, which can be found on your map. It's very, very easy. Once you've canceled that, make sure that it's at 0% when you do so. And the last step to this glitch is you want to jump under this excavator inside of the courtyard, and the zombies won't be able to hit you. And the reason why you want to combine these two things is because when you get Outlast up past 15%, the maximum amount of zombies that will spawn will continue to spawn. And you'll notice here, they will continue to flow in. Now, one of the best parts about this glitch is that you can get those bounty contracts. Hey, you can actually kill the abominations with ease and get all of the rare drops in this glitch as well. Just make sure that you're laying down if you're going to do that. But there are two main methods that you can actually apply to this glitch. So let's go through both of those right now. So the first method I'm going to show you guys is the AFK XP method that you can do with this glitch. And what you're going to need is a dog bone for the pet dog, as well as healing aura, which you see at the bottom right of my screen. And this will allow you to not have to click anything except for every maybe 5 minutes, and otherwise your pet dog will literally kill everything around you. So what you want to do is obviously spawn that dog, do the Outlast glitch that I just showed you, come under the excavator just for safety, and simply heal your dog, because every single time that your dog gets a kill, it adds to your healing aura. And you'll see this in a second. I will heal my dog, and then after that he will gain at least about like a fourth of his health. So it is very easy to do. You can see right there, you just apply the health to your dog, he will keep killing. You can see the XP just racking up, and with this Outlast glitch you just have a stream of zombies constantly coming. And if you have the ether knife, you will never run out of ammo, even in this where no zombies are coming near you. So the second method I'm going to show you guys is obviously the camo method. You want to make sure that, one, you're bringing in whatever weapon you want to level up, as well as upgrading said weapon to whatever level that you need for tier 3, which I suggest double pack-a-punch. It works the quickest, and it just allows you to level up your weapon as quickly as possible, as well as get all the kills that you need for Borealis camos. And today I have a brand new God mode glitch for you guys that allows you to get schematics extremely quickly in the tier 3 zone. So you are completely invincible in this spot. You can throw your ether knife, you can use any guns that you wish, and it's very, very easy to get in and out of. So if you guys appreciate videos like this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. You can also find the patch notes in the description as always, so you never have to question if or not a glitch works. So let's get into some of the requirements. So on the map here, you'll see red circled is the area that you need to go to in tier 3. It's very easy to get to without having to face a lot of zombies. I highly suggest you go to it from the southwest. And the first requirement to this glitch, and the only requirement, is that you have a scorcher, but I highly suggest a few other things. Number one, that you have a upgraded weapon. So make sure you get double pack-a-punch if you want to get kills fast, and then make sure that you have a pet dog if you want things to be easy, because a pet dog is extremely powerful. And I got lucky here. I had an Abomination right nearby, so I was able to get into this glitch fast and test it out on my first attempt. So to do this glitch, it's very easy. You want to find one of these open archways, charge your scorcher, and walk forward at the same time. And what's going to happen is the pillars are solid, but the open archways are not. So the top portion is not. Call of Duty is known to have assets that are not solid all throughout their games, as you may have noticed. So you'll fall into this wall here and be completely invincible. But let me give you a couple of tips here that will help you get in and out of this glitch and utilize it to the max. So first of all, getting in and out is very easy. Number one, I just want you guys to know that you can stand on top of any of these pillars, right? But you can't get out of every pillar. You'll notice that I can't get out right here, and the reason for that is it's not one of the open archways. So you need to go back towards the left where you first entered, and you can exit that way. But you can walk through all the pillars and repeat the process to go across and back. Secondly, a few things that I highly suggest that you bring is, number one, bring your ether knife, because you can kill things very, very easily from in the wall. Sometimes it gets blocked, but for the most part, you can throw it at a certain angle and it will work. Also, obviously, bring your pack-a-punch crystals and everything so you can kill the Abomination if it's near you. And then lastly, I would highly suggest that you actually bring a pet dog. I literally sat here, guys, for 5 to 10 minutes and watched my dog fight the Abomination before it died. And that's with me doing nothing. If I were to do something, I would have had my healing aura at the bottom right recharged fast enough to actually heal the dog. So this is yet another glitch where you can go completely AFK throughout the game if you wanted to, and just attract zombies that way. So it's very, very easy to do. The first step that you're going to need to do is get 2 score streaks. Now, what I would suggest that you do is you get the cluster mine score streak, because that costs 2,000, and then get a juggernaut, which costs 10,000. So what you want to do, and you'll see me do it opposite here, you want to take out whatever score streak is in your hand, and then at the same time pick up the other score streak. And essentially all it's going to do is copy whatever kill streak is in your inventory. So in this case, I have Juggernaut. Now Juggernaut's on the ground. Cluster Mine is still equipped, and I put that in quotes. And essentially I've made Juggernaut cost 2,000 rather than 10,000.